Coming up on Mountain News at 6, leaders in the Big Sandy hear from lawmakers ahead of January's legislative session. And a little snow will not stop most of the Christmas in a small town festivities in Hazard.
And temperatures did warm up today. I'll tell you by how much in just a little bit.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
Yet another winter weather advisory is out for parts of the region, and our first alert weather days will continue through Monday, mainly due to the frigid air moving in. First alert meteorologist Megan Dusmall has the latest. Megan?
That's exactly right. We have much colder weather in store today. We did get up to a mixture of the upper 30s and low 40s, a little bit chillier in our northern counties, but chillier weather is on the way, especially as we're heading into your Sunday and Monday. That's due to a cold front that's coming through that will not only drop temperatures, but give us those chances for snow. In fact, we're already under that winter weather advisory for many counties in the northern portion of our region, highlighted in that purple. More information can be found on our website, WYMT.com. Now, in terms of what we're seeing right now, though, it is a relatively calm evening, just a little bit of clouds here and there. That sun is already set, and it's going to be a calm overnight. It's not until tomorrow evening that we see those chances of snow returning. So let's talk about tonight. We're going to look at those temperatures in the upper 20s and low 30s. And as we're heading into your Saturday, we're going to look at a lot of cloudy skies. Not seeing those chances of snow picking up until about that 5 o'clock time period. Steve.
Megan, thank you. With that Arctic air coming in later this weekend, some warming centers will be opening. In a partnership with Isaiah 5810, the City of London is opening a warming shelter as part of the White Flag Ministries. The warming center is located just off 203 South Broad Street, the old sheriff's office. They say if temperatures drop below 32 degrees, it will open from 7 p.m. until 7 a.m. London Mayor Randall Weddle took to social media to make that announcement and urged that the center is in need of volunteers.
But there's signs posted up here on the this building off Broad Street, and also signs on the door that let you know anything 32 degrees or colder, this is going to open up, and it'll be open from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. And they'll be looking for volunteers to staff this building during those times.
The City of London Facebook page will also have updates on warming center hours. You can always track the snow inside our free First Alert weather app. Scan the QR code right there in the corner for links to download both our news and weather apps. You'll be able to get severe weather alerts sent to your phone, see the latest closings, and sign up for breaking news alerts. Well, many folks were without water in Harlan today. The Harlan County Courthouse and Justice Center was closed due to the outage. Judge Executive Dan Mosley posted on social media this morning that Harlan Municipal Water Works had identified the location of the break, and crews were working to restore service as soon as possible. Now, we are told water is available to pick up at the Harlan Center. A judge has changed the bond requirements again for the man accused of killing Amber Spradlin in Floyd County in 2023. This is the second time Judge Eddie Coleman has modified the bond for M.K. McKinney. Several non-financial conditions were put in place if he's able to post the bond. The judge also denied requests by two others charged in the case, Dr. Michael McKinney and Josh Mullins, to be released from home incarceration. All three are expected back in court February 26th. A former Letcher County sheriff charged with murder will be back in court next week. A judge scheduled a hearing for Mickey Steins in Letcher Circuit Court for Thursday, December 18th. An update is expected on where the case stands, including pending motions. Steins is accused of killing Letcher District Judge Kevin Mullins in his chambers in September 2024. The shooting was captured on security cameras. The Southeast Kentucky Chamber of Commerce hosted its monthly meeting today, inviting folks to hear from lawmakers ahead of the next legislative session. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has a look at the Lunch and Learn.
The Southeast Kentucky Chamber of Commerce invited Republican Senator Philip Wheeler to provide a legislative update Friday, bringing everyone to the table to discuss the focus of the upcoming legislative session.
A lot of the best ideas are somewhere in the middle where we can arrive at a policy that both meets their needs but also moves the Commonwealth forward in a positive manner.
Wheeler, joined by Colin Jones from the group Commonwealth Alliances, spoke to attendees about the budget session, saying he expects the session to include a debate over whether the state will continue a mission to lower its income tax, which is set to decrease from 4% to 3.5% in January.
We want this to be net revenue neutral so that we don't negatively impact the state budget. And the way you do that is by expanding consumption taxes.
He says that would likely come with more cuts to programs Eastern Kentuckians rely on, which prompted the senator to question chamber officials, since the organization is one of the 43 chambers to recently endorse Governor Andy Beshear's Pre-K for All program.
I love you guys, but you're not getting pre-K. And why y'all didn't call us? You know, the governor doesn't set policy in this state. The legislature is the policy-making body.
Wheeler says the focus should not be on funding pre-K, but finding other ways to address child care concerns for working families.
How do we get wages in a place where, you know, one member of a family can focus on the children at home while you know, earning enough money and benefits to make sure that they have a safe and comfortable lifestyle.
However, he says the main concern of the upcoming session should be in passing a budget that works for the people, which he says is where both parties usually find common ground.
The key is to keep that positive climate, but make sure that all Kentuckians can enjoy, you know, the fruits of their lives here in this state. And so that's where my focus is at when I approach that question in Frankfort.
In Pike County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
The meeting also included discussions about addressing homelessness in the area and how to best approach the housing crisis. A new 7 Brew coffee stand is now open in Corbin. The business also donated nearly $6,000 to the Grace on the Hill food pantry. The ministry serves nearly 12,000 people each year. Tomorrow you can get a free 7 Brew t-shirt when you buy a large drink. The 7 Brew stand on the Cumberland Falls Highway is adding 50 jobs to the Corbin area.
Those first alert weather days continue until Monday.
And we will conclude our profiles of this year's Ralph Gabbard Memorial Scholarship winners.